Hey guys, Dolly here. Welcome back to Gypsy Rose Papery. Today I have another flip through for you. This journal is for Danny, and Danny wanted a Wicked Witch theme, and he sent me some personal pictures that he had as well. So it's basically like the soft cover, but it has a smaller spine. I think the spine on this one is maybe 2 inches, and it accommodates 2 signatures, and then the middle is special, so I'm gonna show you that when we get to it. He liked all the tabs and stuff, so all the tabs have little charms, and then each signature has its own charm. And I'll get into frame. He sent me a few things that he wanted in here. He sent me the Wicked musical book. So I cut a piece of it. I really liked that clock, and obviously the picture, because he wanted one signature to be the Wicked Witch and the other signature to have more of Glinda the Good Witch. 2 tags. One is a little Franken tag, and he really liked this trim that he saw me use somewhere else, and so I included that trim throughout the book. And then here I have a big piece of that Tim Holtz wallpaper. I just did a sari silk ruffle at top. So when we open her up, it looks like this. And in the front here, I made a lot of ephemera with that book because some of the images in this book are so beautiful. And I put these kind of like tarot cards. And again, these images are just to die. And then here, I made a tag with some of that paper. Again, I have, this is a postcard from Michael's, I think 2 years ago. And it says, "You're positively wicked." And it's a little postcard. And then this is from a paperback that I had, and he can use this or glue it somewhere, make it a pocket, or maybe just use it to write on the back for some notes. And another beautiful image from that book. And he really liked the idea of like little bits of lace hanging down. So I'll bring it up so you can see. But I have a few pockets where the lace is kind of just hanging over the book there. And I'll try not to babble because we all know. He wanted Herbal Pages in here, so I have a few Herbal Pages, and because these print right to the edge, I couldn't cut it without kind of losing a lot of the information, so instead I made them little fold-outs, and he can write his notes on the inside. I had a few stamps that kind of reminded me of Oz, and this is like a mirror image of a girl with sort of like that Art Nouveau type detailing in the background there, so I thought that was perfect in here. Another Herbal Page and a lot of space for notes. This is some of the paper that he sent me that was special to him and he wanted to use in here. So what I did is I made little tiny pages, which are actually like pockets, and in here we have another of those tarot cards, and he did want the colors purple, red, green, and black. So there's a few of these purple tarot cards in there. This is a vintage book page from a British wildflower book, and I made a bunch of paper ruffles. A lot of sewing detail in this book, just like all my other books. Just some little corner punch detailing there. And here we have a really deep pocket, and we have another tarot card. I made a big long tag with some of that paper and just some sari silk there, and another one of those Tim Holtz damask wallpapers, and a little paper ruffle at the top. I pretty much cleaned out my green scrapbook paper collection in this book. I think I used every last bit of it. This was a piece that he sent me, and I made it into a pocket. And I have a bookmark here, and then a potion bottle. another one of those papers that he sent me, and I backed it onto the paper from that book with a paper ruffle there. And in here we have a little envelope, and I just made a little simple collage. These are 2 of the paper doll witches from that Tim Holtz paper doll set that he comes out with every Halloween. Some of that trim, and it's that gorgeous Oz paper from the book. I wanted to use every last piece because it's such good quality paper, and I thought they'd make excellent envelopes to hold any kind of reference material that he wanted to hold in there. Lots of black and green, and then the red and purple is more like little accents here and there, because you have to be careful, as I learned in this book. Red and green can very quickly become Christmas like, so I tried to keep the red and greens far away from each other in this book. Another tarot card, a little tag, gorgeous image from that book, so stunning. Just a little bit of sewing. I didn't want to do too much with it because, again, this is not my book. I made it, but it's not my book. Love the coffee impressions on there. And then this is one of my favorite stamps. It reminds me of the hourglass that the Wicked Witch uses in Oz. So I thought that was cool. This is the middle of the first signature with that charm. And we have a big lace pocket kind of spilling out over the edge here. And another one of those gorgeous images from the book. And what I was saying before is, like, he could take this and maybe glue it all around, and he could have a big pocket, or he could just kind of washi tape it in, and then it would be like a little flip. Totally up to him. And here is that embossed material, and again, I used every little last piece because I didn't want to waste it. But I just fussy cut around this image, and I think it would look beautiful, like glued into a page somewhere. And so this side you'll see a lot more Wicked Witch of the West type ephemera, and then in the second one you'll see more Glinda. So this one is a top loading, and it's got more of that gorgeous paper that he had sent me, and I just did a little textile collage there, a little paper ruffle, and this is paper that he sent me as well. Some of the charms, I had these graphic 45 pieces, and they just kind of reminded me of like that Oz vibe, so I included them in here. We have another kind of lace pocket that spills over and under the book, and we have several beautiful images and a tag. Love this paper, and love the coffee dyeing in here. I have a little fairy that reminded me of like Glinda, so I included that in there. Another vintage book page, and another pocket. This one has one of those tarot cards. And this is a page with information about Rosemary, and I'll link these below. I'm really scared to say like the wrong thing, so that's why you don't ever hear me say who I got these from, because sometimes I've made so many books they kind of bleed together, and I just want to make sure I give the correct credit to the correct person, because it's happened where I gave credit to someone and it was the wrong person, and I just felt awful, so I'm just trying to be careful. And this one is Dandelion. And on this one we have another envelope with that beautiful trim, and here we have a tarot card. This one is the Star, and this is just like a bookmark. It's got like different wardrobe options for the Wicked Witch character, and then this beautiful image, and it's a little flip as well. And then this is the part that's special. He really wanted like an extra storage piece inside of here, and so what I came up with is I actually made two ginormous envelopes. The actual shape of the paper was a full 12 by 12, and I stitched them in as their own kind of separate signature, so it could really kind of hold whatever weight he would put in here. The only thing, and I didn't want it to hold up the video, I ordered the little Velcro closures so that it could be nice and secure. I'll be adding those before I send it out. And so now we're in the second signature, and here we have more of that paper he sent me, and we have another little envelope, and I had itty bitty little tiny witches, and so I just put them on there with some of that trim. This little button that reminds me of a clock. A sage herbal page with information and room in the back. These are the Lady Gaga images that he sent me from his own personal collection, and so I made them into actual pages, and I just put a little paper ruffle on there. Beautiful images. And here we have another vintage book page, and here we have a flip. And here we have just a little journaling card and 2 images of Glinda, and on the back has some cool images too. So if he didn't want to use Glinda, he could kind of just use the image on the back. This one is an herbal page on lavender with room on the back, and this is another pocket, and it's top loading, and I made a tag from that beautiful paper that he sent me, the little textile collage on top. Some more of that embossed cover paper, and I just made a little tuck here, and we have a tag with some red vine and another beautiful image from the book. And here I just put some of that trim to kind of peek out. And this one is also a top loading. This is Sweet Marjoram. And the digitals are so beautiful. I love the images that they use to kind of go along with the information. And here we have a tag. Some of that Tim Holtz beautiful wallpaper. Wardrobe options for Glinda, and then we have kind of like the sister image to the Wicked Witch image that I have in the first signature, where it's kind of like arched, really pretty. Another vintage book page, more of his Lady Gaga images that he sent me, and this is a chamomile page, and here we have another pocket, and we have a tarot card, and here we have some more Glinda ephemera and just some information on Glinda. And here we have our final page, and there's my little label, and I made a tag out of this beautiful image and another gorgeous image, and then some information on Elphaba, which is the Wicked Witch in the musical. And so that is it. Beautiful fabric cover that he chose. So I want to thank you so much, Danny, for trusting me to make this for you. It was definitely new territory for me. I really like how pliable the cover is, but still allowing for more pages. And thank you for being so patient and for working with me while we kind of figured this out together. So I want to thank you guys all so much for watching, for all your love and support. I love you so much, and I will see you on the next one. Bye!